Pull. Pull. Well, that was fun. Let's talk gun safety. Every shooter needs to be considerate and concerned about safety and safety first. Shotguns at the average yardage that people are standing when a gun is fired are very, very dangerous. There's nothing to take lighthearted about shotgunning. One of the first starting points of consideration when you're shooting is never point your barrel at anything you don't intend to destroy. Always keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Take your safety off as the target's in flight, and I'd like to demonstrate that because everyone thinks gun safety is relative to this little piece of equipment that's on the back of the gun, which is the safety. Safety is constituted between the 6 inches between your ears. Gun safety comes from the way you think about being safe. But wing shooters, clay target shooters and such need to learn, if you are a bird hunter, to take your safety off when the bird's in flight and is safe for you to shoot at. Too many people take their safety off when they're walking in on a dog on point, and that's the worst thing you could ever do. But you have to learn to take the safety off, and it's something you need to practice. I'm going to go through an example with an unloaded gun. That if the bird's flushed, or if I called pull, you want to push the safety off and then to bring the gun to your face. The safety goes off as the gun is being brought to your face. Safety off, gun to the cheekbone. Okay? And that's something you need to learn to do. I hear a lot of times when people are hunting, they forget to take their safety off. The factor that affects them is they haven't committed it to their muscle memory or a habit. But to be very safe, you want to take your safety off only when there's a bird in flight that you're ready to shoot, or a clay target in flight that's coming into the area you're going to take the shot. A lot of target shooters work with guns that do not have a safety. The safety's disengaged, which then simply means the instant it's loaded, it's ready to fire. That's why you go back to never point your gun at anything you don't intend to destroy, and always keep your gun pointed in a safe direction in case it were to accidentally go off. From a bird hunter's standpoint, we highly recommend that the index finger is kept along the outside of the trigger guard so that you're protecting the trigger from being accidentally touched, and then when you make your move to the trigger blade itself, you've got a nice straight line to go to the trigger to properly pull it. The trigger of a shotgun was meant to be pulled, not squeezed like it is done when you shoot a rifle. And a lot of people who have shot rifles in the past get confused with that, and they try to squeeze it. When you make your move to a bird, the trigger should be pulled just like this. Safety's off, no, empty gun. That's the ideal way. That's what we recommend and teach in our schools, is that the index finger is kept along the outside of the trigger guard. The safety is taken off as the target's in flight, and the shot's taken cleanly.